Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about three special types of solutions for linear systems. Now last week we talked about one of these. That was when it was no solution. If you remember, that's when you had parallel lines, but we didn't really talk about the others. So, one solution, which literally just means the lines intersect at a single point. So that means that your solution is just x comma y, okay? So what does it look like? We're not going to worry about algebraically right now. We're just going to focus on graphically. So for example, let's say I have the equation y equals 3x minus 4 and the equation y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3. Now if I were going to go graph these, I would start at the y-intercept, which for this one is negative 4. And then I would go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right one. And I would keep going until I couldn't put any more points on the graph. And then you would take your ruler and draw your line. Now the other one starts at 3. So it's going to start up here, and the slope is negative 1/2, so down 1/2, which intersects right there. So that's going to be right here. And then if you recall from last week, the place where the two lines intersect is the solution to your system. So in this case, it would be 2, 2. That's when you have one solution. It means it intersects at one point. No solution means the lines do not intersect. Okay, so let's practice that. If I have the equation, really, it doesn't matter what the equation is as long as the lines are parallel, which you will if you remember from last week means that the slopes are the same. So you need to have parallel lines. And that means that there will be no solution. So let's say I have one line that starts at 3 and has a slope of 2, up 2, right 1, or down 2, left 1. Here's my first line. And let's say that my other line starts at negative 5 and has the same slope, which means it also goes up 2 and right 1. Now you should notice that these lines will never intersect because they are parallel. So if you have parallel lines that don't intersect, your answer is automatically no solution. Now the last type we need to talk about is infinitely many solutions, which we haven't touched on yet at all. That means that every point on the line is a solution. Okay, so graphically that means that there's only going to be one line on the graph and they are going to basically be the same line. So one line, let's say it starts at 1 and has a slope of 1/3. Negative 1/3 rather. So basically what happens here is there's one line, one line right on top of the other. Disregard this bit. That's a huge mistake. There's one line right on top of the other. That means they touch at every single point on that line. So you have infinitely many solutions, or IMS. So again, disregard this bit. Okay, and those are the three types of solutions for linear systems.